Hi Josh, I want to talk today about Google, Facebook, social media, and in particular reviews and their importance and relevance to the estate agency industry. What's your view?
So what we need to understand is how the consumer actually works today. And what they're going to be doing is that they're going to be doing a search first. Some new research that we saw that Salesforce actually came out with is that they identified that 77% of all consumer purchases start with a Google search first. Now I was thinking, does that really happen in my own world? And then I realized that I actually Googled the store, what are their opening hours, is there a phone number, where is the parking, how do I get there from a transport point of view? I might even call them to see whether or not they've got the particular good or service that I wanted to buy in stock, so if I'm going to travel there, I make sure that it's ready to get there. And then also too, what's other customers' experience been of that particular store? What we've identified inside of the estate agency process is that we usually only seek customer feedback once the deal's done. But is that actually the best time to get the feedback from a consumer today? And with the thousands of transactions that your estate agency does, are they actually reflected online? And what we've identified is that a number of estate agents don't actually get any reviews whatsoever. Now we understand that the two most important locations that consumers are going to be turning to are to not only Google, but also Facebook, but now to new methodologies inside of the estate agency, which is going to be things like the Best Estate Agents Guide. And when they go to the traditional onlines, they're looking for, well, what is actually the hallmark of success to know that the estate agent that I'm turning to is the best in area. It's a little bit, I guess, like the Michelin star rated restaurant. How do you know what is the Michelin star rated estate agent? So what the Best Estate Agents Guide does, it helps to separate that. But also in addition to that, when the consumer goes to do their Google search and they go to do their Facebook search on that particular brand, what else comes up about that experience? And what I see is that we do thousands of transactions in estate agencies, yet when I actually Google or I Facebook that particular estate agency, there's 3 or maybe 4 reviews. How does that happen? It's actually because we're not asking for it. So nowadays, whenever a consumer sends me a nice email and say, hey Josh, thanks so much for helping me out on that, my standard reply is, Peter, thanks so much for your email. If you get a chance, it would be great if you could leave just a short review on Google or Facebook, and here's the link to that. And it's actually an important part around what it is that we do. And I could be seeing estate agents doing this as well, that on their first interaction with the consumer online, just putting a simple little link to say, and by the way, just so that you're aware, we're actually featured on the Best Estate Agents Guide as well. So then that way it can actually put the consumer into a position of relaxing to say, you know what, we've chosen the right estate agent.
Yeah, I mean this sort of third-party social endorsement. Professor Giardini always talks about the importance of social proof, and I think reviews in the right place, assessments in the right place, Google, Facebook, Best Estate Agent Guide, as you highlight, gives that reassurance to people, which is really what they need, particularly in a world where they see most estate agents as being pretty much the same. This gives that independent endorsement, this independent assessment.
We've now moved into the rating economy. You rate your Uber driver, you rate your flight, you rate everything in your life. And so therefore it's actually at a point now where we even saw a movie on that recently where you even rate your partner, like on whether or not we made breakfast with each other this morning, whether or not we went for a run together. And if they're not getting a certain rating, then they disappear. And I think that like in that society, we are at a position now that we are more focused on customer experience than we ever have been, yet we've never delivered such a poor experience for our consumer.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think that's a really important point you make. Thank you.